one of the greatest characters that all the fans loved, Prince KHARIS. You had the the stupid mummy thing. What was going on there? Was that a Rick Rubin suggestion?
From my understanding, that's what it was. That's what they wanted a mummy on the show. From my understanding, he grew up on the California lucha out there, and I guess there was a Brazilian mummy at one time. You hear the different stories, but from my understanding, yeah, it was a Rick Rubin's deal. Rob, the guy that did the deal, I knew him. He was a really nice guy. I had done some independent wrestling with him on Bobby Fulton shows. He was always doing some kind of gimmick. Bobby had these shows where everyone done a different gimmick, and he was never the mummy there, but he was different people, so he could do it. And he was a big, strong guy, easy to get along with. And when he done the mummy thing, of course, who gets to wrestle him but Bobby Blaze? Because corny to tell you, and luckily when I even got to WCW, Arn Anderson, one of the greatest compliments he ever gave was, Bobby, you can work with anyone, do anything we ask you to do, and it's no problems, So, did I think it was a stupid idea to go out there and wrestle a mummy on TV? At the time, I'm thinking, yeah, this is probably stupid as fuck. But also, as a fan, the fans are going to see this and just go with the storyline and go out there and have a good match and make it the best you can, because there is something to it. There's a reason where Corny wouldn't have asked me to work, with the guy. He knows I can do it. And that was my assignment that particular night, and a couple house shows or whatever. And easy to do, and I had fun with it. I had fun, knocking the powder off of them, and like I said, Rob was real easy to work with. And then some people, it was just a job for those nights, and it was fun. It was easy. First or second match. The main thing I got out of it was hell, it was fun. And I thought, if nothing else, too, for the fans, some of them are going to see through it. But of course, they had Daryl Van Horne doing all the mouthpiece and all that, raunchy as can be, crazy talking and all that. But the gimmick itself was, it was probably pretty stupid. But also, you're thinking back, we're doing a territory, we're doing a fan. The young kids would be like, I remember when I was 5th and 6th grade going to National Guard Armory, and they had the mummy over here. And I don't know who that guy was at the time, because I got to know some of those guys as I got older. But the mummy here, he would unwrap his hand, and he had a nail that was exposed, and he'd just barely move around the ring really slow, and he'd try to hit these people with the nail, but he was so slow he could never do it. And it was on our cable access program here. And, me and my brother and myself lived a couple blocks from the Armory, being at every show from a young kid. I just thought back to that too. It was a good time we knew the mummy wasn't going to hurt anyone. We knew it was some guy dressed up in toilet paper, So as a performer or a wrestler, I just knew, go out there and try to do your best and have fun with it.
Did the audience?
I'm glad to have a job.
Yeah. Did the audience, did any of them get on board with it, or did a certain amount get on board with it? The strange Kentucky people, as I think Chris Jericho has termed them. Was there a percentage that actually believed?
Probably. I heard. Sorry about that. Hit my knee. I heard from some of the fans, and they was like, that's bullshit, Bobby. That's crazy, stuff like that. But I didn't. I just let it go in one ear out the other. I go, he's tough, man. I just kept going, So, but I'm sure quite a few was like, just like they didn't like Jim Cornette hitting me with a tennis racket or something. They didn't like that I had to wrestle a mummy, if they were my fans. So whatever.
And you also mentioned Daryl Van Horne. I believe you got the word felch onto TV. That was Jim Mitchell's first sort of big deal, really. And then he went to WCW and then ECW. But I'd love to interview Jim one day. But I mean, he strikes me as a cool dude.
Yeah, you should try to, man. Very smart. You get what you get with him, man. I always got along with him just fine, man. Matter of fact, when I first went to WCW, he was one of the first people that I saw, and he was with Brian Clark, who was doing rap at the time. Yeah, he was already been Adam Bomb, but he was doing rap, and he was the Night Stalker, and Smoky Mountain had just left when I was getting there, so I'd met him like the first couple of weeks, and then he was out. But James was right there, and every time I saw him, like, hey, Bobby, glad you're, from the first time I had my try, he wished me good luck that night when I had my tryout in Charlotte. He was like, hey man, good luck to you, you know. So he understood what the situation was, coming from a territory, especially when it shut down, to now I've got a job or an offer to get a job, you know, with a major company and make some money. So yeah.